Hey, I'm Chef Keith Snow. Welcome to another episode of Harvest Eating. Today, I'm going to show you how to make a roasted tomatillo salsa. It's going to be awesome. Let's get right into it. What we want to do first is take our tomatillos, and you need to peel these papery husks off of them, and then take the peeled tomatillos and toss them right into your baking dish. Next up, we've got 2 tomatoes here, and these are plum tomatoes right out of my own garden. They're beautifully ripe, and these are very large plum tomatoes, so if you had smaller ones, you may want to add a few extra. So just take those. We're not even going to bother to remove that. No big deal. Right into the pot. And then the same thing with our garlic cloves, and we've got 4 very large garlic cloves. If you had small ones, you're going to want to add more because you want to get, about 2 or 3 tablespoons of crushed garlic in the final recipe. So take these with the paper right on, just dump them right in there. Next up are peppers, and this is where this dish, up till this point, there's no heat. These are gonna give it that spice, and these are datil, D-A-T-I-L, datil peppers. These are very spicy, but they're also super floral. It's the most flavorful hot pepper. Other peppers just give you the burn. This has flavor too. Again, take them whole with the stems on. We can remove those later. Drop them in. Now we've got sweet onions. These are red sweet onions. We've got 3 small ones. If you had 1 large one, that would work too. What we want to do is remove the ends, and we want to peel them. And I also wanted to mention that I grew these this spring, so very important to me when I talk about local foods, that I'm actually growing a lot of it right in the garden and bringing it in to show you guys. So that's it. All of this stuff is in there. Next, what we need to do is bring this over here, and this is going to go under the broiler, and it's going to be pretty close to the broiler elements because we want to get a nice char on there. And getting a good char on there, you're going to see later, it's going to have a lot of black spots. That's what's going to give it the flavor. In order to help out, we're going to take some extra virgin olive oil and drizzle it right over. Okay, now that we've got some oil on there, what we want to do is take the dish and move it around. You want all of these vegetables, you can use your hands, to be coated in oil. Remember that the oil is what's going to bring a lot of the heat to the vegetables to help them get that charred, flavor on there. So then I'm going to just clean my hands, and now we want to get salt and pepper all over these. So now with all the salt and pepper that we need is on there, again, let's try to get this evenly distributed. All right, now under the broiler they go, probably about 35 to 40 minutes, and I will remove them halfway and turn the things over. Our vegetables have come out of the oven, and as you can see by looking at them, they've got really nice charred spots all over them. Now what we want to do, remember we have the garlic skins still on the garlic, and we've got some pepper stems. Just going to reach in there with this spoon and just fish out the peppers and the garlic. Now we want to take the vegetables and start to transfer them into this blender here, and they're going to be mushy and they're going to fall apart. That's perfect, just what we want. You'll notice that there's a lot of liquid in the bottom of the pan. Like I said, that came from the tomatoes and the tomatillos, and it's not going to make it super watery because when that cools down, there's a lot of pectin that naturally occurs in these type of vegetables or fruit. Tomatoes are fruit. So let's reserve it, and we'll judge by the consistency when we start to blend this if we want to add some of that liquid. But now I need to take these garlic cloves and get them in there, and you simply just grab it with your hand, and if you give it a squeeze, they'll just pop right out for you. And now for the pepper stems, just take those with our hands and just pop them right off. This here is what's called coconut palm sugar. We want to just bring a little bit of sweetness to this. And here's our Northern Italian spice mix. You can find this in the Harvest Eating store. If you don't have it, no big deal. Use some type of an Italian spice mix dried. And that just gives it a certain little flavor. And take a good pinch. It's going to be about a little more than a 1/4 teaspoon. Okay, now the 2 most important ingredients are fresh cilantro and lime juice. So I've got 2 limes here and a nice bunch of fresh cilantro. For the cilantro, what we're going to do is just grab it and take a nice handful off. That just goes right in. And then for the lime, what we're gonna do is take these and always roll your limes. Just by putting them on the board and press down and roll them like this. Now we're gonna take a little paring knife, cut it in half. And these seem really juicy. I don't think I'm gonna need the second one. Squeeze it right in. All right, let's get this blender put together and make sure that your blender is nice and tight. The lid goes on. There you have a roasted tomatillo salsa. Let it cool off in the refrigerator. It's gonna be perfect on chips, eggs, burritos, you name it. Give this a try today. The Harvest Eating Lifestyle with Chef Keith Snow promotes the use of locally grown and raised products, cooked using seasonal methods all throughout the harvest season. Be sure to engage with us everywhere. On your TV via Roku, iPad or iPhone via the Harvest Eating app, on YouTube.com, on Facebook.com, and of course at HarvestEating.com. Thanks for watching.